Welcome to Shreveport, Louisiana, home to the 11th oldest bowl game in college football, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Blue Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. What players... look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Knights will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Lyle. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Gives it on the option. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Garner. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, MTSU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4th down territory. The offense still on the field. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Lyle. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The give. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Looking to pass. It's Lyle. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The Knights in the hurry up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle. It's Paget. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Garner. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Jordan. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball and they can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's what I'm going to continue to force feed. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Knights! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. It's a much-needed line for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Off play action. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Jordan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the air. It's Garner. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well. They need to keep that up here on this drive.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's Lyle. Zings it complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. From the gun, looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Give to the back.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the running back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Independence Bowl.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, start off the second half, David, they need to put something together, really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Complete. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Scanning the field, it's Lyle. Quickly complete. Across the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The run to the left. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Knights! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field. They were so impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Bringing it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Garner. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raider! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in his quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back to pass, it's Lyon. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lyle. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Touchdown, UCF! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Garner. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights want to crank the tempo. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Finds the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pulls and fires complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Lyle. Working that left side now. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leads it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tempo and overdrive. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Garner. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man in the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Lyle. Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wants to go up top on first down. Dropped it. That deep ball was right